Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to Keith's Hot Takes. And on today's show, I have my guy Demarius on the show with me today. Demarius, how you doing, bro?
Good, good. What's going on?
What's going on? So you're gonna try to do better than you did last time. Me and you, we
Uh,
both we both went 8-8 week one, and Damien he went 10-6 that week. And so far, my friend Terrence he had a really good week last week. He went 15-1. So
it's
Yeah, yeah. I had to double check and count to make sure I was right. The only
how'd you
game
do
he got
that?
wrong was the Raiders game. He picked the Raiders. That was the only one he got wrong. So I'll run down the guest picker records so far. Like I said, Demarius went 8-8 week one. Damien he went 10-6 week one. Ruff he went 12-8. Matthew in week four he went 12-8. And last week, week five, like I said, Terrence went 15-1. I know it's hard to believe, but he had a really good week.
That's crazy.
Overall, yeah, it's really crazy. And overall, my record is 54-34 so far this season. And I went 10-6 last week. Took a couple gambles, and sometimes in life, when you take gambles, they don't pay off. So we'll see how
Wow.
I do this week. Um, and also, my game of the week record, I'm trying to get that up this week. I'm 1-4 so far in the game of the week picks. So,
Mm,
yikes. The Cleveland Browns and Arizona Cardinals will be our game of the week. That'll be the last game we pick. So, as you see, I have the dog pound as my background. It's going to be rocking Sunday. They have a big one against the only undefeated team left in the NFL, the Arizona Cardinals. So, we'll talk about that later in the show. But let's go ahead and get the week started with the Thursday night football matchup, which is tomorrow between the Tampa Bay Bucks. They are visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. Tom Brady in his career is 5-2 against the Eagles. He is 1-1 in the Super Bowl against the Eagles. He played against the Eagles in Super Bowl 39 and 53.
39.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Tom Brady's gonna be wanting revenge for the last time he saw the Eagles because they beat him in Super Bowl. That was probably one of the greatest Super Bowls that we've had in the last 10 years. I
Oh,
like them. I like those Super Bowls with a lot of points, and as we know, they lost to the Eagles 41-33, and then the Eagles went up there in 2018 and beat the Patriots. If I remember correctly, I think they blocked the punt, and that really swung the momentum. So Tom Brady is on a losing streak against the Eagles, but I think he will win tomorrow. I am a little concerned though because the Eagles they are able to get pressure on you with their D line, who's really good with Sweat, Hargrave, and Fletcher Cox. But if they're able to block and protect for Tom Brady, I expect this offense to move up and down the field on this Eagles defense, just because they have too many weapons. So I'm gonna take the Bucks in this Thursday night matchup. How about you, bro?
this is no question. The Bucks have this. The Eagles, they are not a good team. They beat Carolina last week. I
That
mean,
shocked me.
yeah, that really did. I expect to see from the Eagles what I saw Monday night against y'all. That's what I kind of expect for them. I think the Bucks are gonna run it up. Brady's
Yeah,
gonna look. He's gonna look like Brady's on a hot streak. I mean, he torched Miami's defense. I mean,
yeah. It looked like they quit. It
yeah,
looked like because Xavier Howard he was getting cooked, and then Byron Jones, the other corner, he was getting cooked. It just looked like they quit last week.
they were
Um,
calling that a trap game. Well, I don't know why, but that no.
I don't know why they'd be calling that a trap game, but yeah, I just don't know how they cover all the Bucks weapons. And I'll be interested to see who they put on AB because he's been rolling this
I
season.
know he really has.
So he's been cooking. So I wonder if they put Slay on Mike Evans or they put him on AB because you can have him on one person, but he can't cover everybody. So
Like I
uh,
feel like they'll have to alternate. Really, that's their best chance. Maybe.
yeah, because I don't know number three's name for the Eagles, but that's who teams pick on a lot. I
Oh,
know the Cowboys picked on him a lot. Whoever he was on, that's who Dak was throwing to. So I feel like Brady's gonna try to do that. So we shall see. Go to our Sunday games, and we'll have our second London game. I don't know if a lot of people will wake up and watch this Nation that
Oh,
you'll have on at 9:30 in the morning. The Miami Dolphins are playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. How do you see this one playing out, bro? Two teams that are really struggling. This one could go either way.
I mean, I want to give it to the Jags. Yeah, they're struggling, but they're supposed to be struggling. You know, they're in a rebuild. They have a rookie quarterback. The Dolphins, they've just been bad. They've just since Tua got hurt, they just haven't been good. I mean, it really kind of makes me mad that we lost it in week 1. So I'm gonna,
If y'all didn't have that fumble, I think they probably
yeah,
be 0-6 right now.
that's
So
what I was saying. So with that being said, I'm gonna give it to the Jags. I think Lawrence gets his first win of the season in his career.
wow.
Yeah, bold take.
Yeah, yeah, that may be your upset of the week right there. Uh, this one is really hard because like both of these teams haven't looked great. I picked the Dolphins because Tua came off injured reserve this week, and hopefully he's able to play. And hopefully that defense plays with a little more pride this week because it looked like it was too hot out there and they were just done for the day and they let Brady and that offense do whatever they wanted. This should be a great game, but I think Miami finds a way to beat a Jacksonville team who's not very good. And yeah, I'm not really confident in this pick, but I just think the Dolphins are the better team and they have the better defense and the more complete team. So I'm gonna go with the Dolphins, but I'm not really confident about that pick.
Urban Meyer desperately needs a win.
Yeah,
With everything going on, he desperately needs to win the game.
yeah, I was talking about that last week. All the things he had going on in his life and how it was in shambles. So I won't get into it again this week, but you know what Urban Meyer did. Green Bay Packers visiting the Chicago Bears. Since 2010, the Bears are 3-19 against the Green Bay Packers, and they've lost 4 straight to the Packers. They have not won against the Packers since 2018, but they finally have their franchise quarterback, Justin Fields. And I think Justin Fields is going to get another win. And I think they're going to pull the upset against the Packers. And I just think Justin Fields is the truth. They finally have their franchise quarterback. And the last time Aaron Rodgers lost to the Packers, they got a lot of pressure on him. It was a really rough day for him. And I think Khalil Mack and that front four will be able to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. And I think the Bears will get an upset win at home. It's a long time coming. They haven't beat them since 2018. So I think it's going to happen. And like I said, they're 3-19 since 2010 against the Packers. So they're due for a win.
Nah, I gotta go with Rodgers in that one. I do think the Bears have a really good defense with Khalil Mack leading them, and I think Justin Fields is pretty good. But I gotta go with experience. I gotta go with the veteran. I gotta go with Aaron Rodgers. I think it'll be a closer game because divisional games are always close, and this is a really storied rivalry between these two teams.
Bengals visiting the Detroit Lions. Detroit, they've lost some heartbreakers. They lost another heartbreaker last week. And if the Bengals are for real, like we think they are, they should win this game. And I think they'll win a very close, competitive game against the Detroit team, who's been very competitive in almost all their games. And I know they're due for a win, but it's not going to happen this week. So I got the Bengals. How about you, bro?
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. I'm very high on Jamar Chase and the Bengals wide receiver unit. I kind of feel bad for Dan Campbell and the Lions, like just to see him heartbroken over losing. Like at least he shows that he cares. Like Urban
Yeah.
Meyer takes notes from Dan Campbell. I think he'd be more of a better leader. But yeah, the Bengals will take this one. It'll be a close game, I think. But I don't think the Bengals are for real, but they're definitely moving in the right direction. Like they could be a sneaky wild card team, especially with the NFL adding that extra wild card spot. But I guess we'll have to see if they are for real or if they aren't for real. But I don't think this game will be a determining factor if they are for real. But either way, I got the Bengals winning.
Yeah, like you said, they have a lot of weapons on offense, and their defense is decent. You know, they do enough. Yeah, I definitely agree. They should win this game, and I mean that is good to see that Dan Campbell gets so upset about them losing because I thought they were going to win that game last week, and then the Vikings, they got some big plays to get in the field goal range, and I'm surprised they trusted that kicker after he cost them a win earlier in the season against Arizona. I still don't know how that kick went left. I still don't.
Well, it was a bad week for all the kickers in the NFL last week.
Oh yeah, the Colts, their kicker cost them a game.
But he was hurt though. He had the hip injury.
Okay, that explains why he was so off. And I picked the Bengals last week, and if they kicker hadn't went sideways, I would have got that one right. Next, we have the Houston Texans visiting the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts looked really good last week. They couldn't finish it off because if you get the Ravens down like that, you got to finish it off. Because if you don't, Lamar Jackson is going to walk you down, and he had a really impressive game. But I think the Colts are just going to beat a very, very bad Houston Texans team. And I really hate Tyrod Taylor got hurt because they were looking like they were going to be really good this year. Better than I thought. I didn't think they would win a game, but ever since he's went out, they've looked really bad. I mean, they almost beat your Patriots last week. Thank God your Patriots came back from the dead. But yeah, the Colts, they looked really good last week. I like what I saw. And I think they'll have a much easier time against a Houston team that's struggling. But they'll probably keep it close because the divisional games, they're always close and very competitive. So I expect this one to be close, but I got Indy.
You know, it's funny you talk about the Patriot game we had against Houston. If you watch the first half, it looked like Davis Mills was like a former MVP. Like, he didn't look like a rookie, which is pretty uncharacteristic going against a Belichick-led defense. But with that being said, yeah, I'm going to go with the Colts. I mean, because you're not going to see Davis Mills perform that well against the defense that's – if I would say the Colts defense, if they're not better than us at this point in the season, we're at least evenly matched. But he'll get definitely more of a challenge against their defense because I don't know why our defense wasn't that good against him. And the Colts, I mean, they're decent. I mean, they're definitely a better team than the Texans. I think talent will win out this game, and the Colts will win.
For sure. We have the Los Angeles Rams visiting the New York Giants.
Oh man, that's
This one's easy. The Rams just have a little too much for the Giants. With Jason Garrett as their offensive coordinator, they don't have enough to keep up with this high octane offense that the Rams have, and the Giants don't have a good offensive line. So whoever starts at quarterback, whether it's Daniel Jones or Mike Glennon, Aaron Donald's going to wreak havoc on them. And I got the Rams by at least 2 touchdowns.
To be honest, I wouldn't even start Daniel Jones this game. I mean, he did just get the concussion against y'all. And that was kind of
scary. Yeah.
Your linebacker, whoever hit him, he was posting about it on Instagram on his story. That's pretty dirty. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, he did? I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, he was he posted it on his story, like the hit he gave him. But yeah, I would probably sit out Daniel Jones. I mean, you're not gonna win this game. It's not a winnable game. New York is at home. Don't make your fans go home even more upset that Daniel Jones might re-injure his head in the game. I mean, just start Mike Glennon. You're gonna lose the game. You don't have Barkley now. He's re-injured.
Oh, that looked bad. I was like, why y'all keep showing that? I did not want to see his ankle. Like that was so okay.
It's so unfortunate that he keeps getting hurt. I mean, but yeah, the Rams are gonna win this game easily.
For sure. I mean, the Giants, they do have weapons on offense. But I just don't think that whoever starts the quarterback will have any time just because of how porous their offensive line is. Next we have the Kansas City Chiefs visiting the Washington football team. Kansas City desperately needs a win. I know their defense is just getting cooked every week. They're giving them 30 points. So I'm expecting the Chiefs in a high-scoring shootout to beat the Washington football team because the Chiefs, they need a win. They can't keep falling behind in the division because the Chargers are piping hot. So the Chiefs need to win here, and I think they'll win a very close game against Washington. How about you, bro?
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to win this. It's not really too much to say. I mean, the football team's defense hasn't been as good as I thought they were going to be. Chase Young hasn't really been getting to it like I thought he would. Mahomes is going to win. the media is really getting on the Chiefs right now, which is warranted. But at the same time, I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes. He's the best quarterback in the league. My mind's not gonna change on that just because they've had a bad start. They've had a few games that haven't gone their way. It's nothing due to Mahomes. I mean, you even think about the game against Baltimore they win that game. If was it Edwards-Helaire? Was he the one who fumbled?
Yeah, he fumbled. I was like, oh my god.
They win that game if he doesn't fumble. Now, last week against the Bills, they really did get
Man,
they got for better word. I don't know. I was about to say something else, but they got dominated.
they got manhandled. I was expecting it to be a shootout because I knew that their defense couldn't slow down Josh Allen. So I was expecting it to be a shootout, but I was surprised at how they couldn't really do nothing on offense. I mean, Buffalo's defense is legit, but yeah, but they'll win this game because, like I said, they can't afford to lose many more. So,
No.
Next we have Minnesota. The Minnesota Vikings visiting the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers are on a 2-game skid after they started 3-0. I think we're kind of seeing that they faced some weak competition early on, and I mean I was surprised. Sam Darnold, I think he threw 3 interceptions. I saw a lot of Panther fans on my timeline saying bring Cam back and all this other crazy stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No. Why?
They were going through it last week. But the Panthers, they need a win. I don't expect them to lose 3 in a row. And I think they find a way to beat the Vikings at home. They got enough weapons on offense, and Sam Darnold just needs to not throw it to the other team and realize who's on his team and not the other team. And they'll just get a much needed win at home to snap this 2-game skid. So I got the Panthers here.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with the Vikings, and this might be an unpopular opinion of mine, but I just think that Kirk Cousins will just outplay Sam Darnold. He's the better quarterback between the two. I don't think it'll be like a blowout or anything, but I think with Christian McCaffrey being injured, you take away Sam Darnold's safety valve. It's just been hard. They haven't won a game since he's been hurt.
Hmm.
And J.C. Horn's been hurt. But at the same time, never mind. I was going to say that Gilmore will be able to play, but he doesn't start till next week, right?
Yeah,
week 7. Okay. Yeah, I would have more faith in them maybe if you had him, because I just feel like he's going to have a big game. I'm still hurt we traded him.
Yeah,
but yeah.
My homeboy said y'all traded him for a steel bag of Doritos.
I mean, really, we got a 6th-round pick, and it's not even this year. It's next year.
I would have tried to get at least a 3rd. That's Stephon Gilmore, one of the best.
The crazy story. So how I'm at ESPN Radio, and my supervisor, he has connects to everybody. So before I walked in, when I came in, we hadn't traded him yet. We just cut him, but we still had time to trade him. So he tells me, believe it or not, Gilmore is going to go to an NFC South team. So I'm naming all the NFC South teams. He said, no, it's not New Orleans. No, it's not Tampa Bay. No, it's not Atlanta. So I say the Panthers. He's going to the Panthers. And then like 5 minutes later, he gets traded to the Panthers. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because I think he grew up like 20 minutes from Charlotte in Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is like a little suburb of Charlotte. So that makes sense. I mean, he's coming home, and I'm pretty sure they would have drafted him when he came out.
And then him and the Panthers GM Scott Fitterer, like they live in the same neighborhood, which I thought was tampering. I said that. I'm like, is that not tampering for y'all to come out in the middle? But yeah, they live in the same neighborhood somewhere uptown Charlotte.
Oh yeah, they probably live in the upscale part, the mansion.
Valentine somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere like that. This is probably going to be one of our better games of the day. The Los Angeles Chargers visiting the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore is on a 4-game winning streak, and the Chargers are on a 3-game winning streak. So I'm gonna let you go first here because I got Baltimore winning, but I'm gonna see what you say on this one.
Oh man, this is a tough. I mean, Lamar Jackson broke a record. He has more yards than a lot of teams.
18. Yeah, I think it was rushing yards. He has more than 18 teams. That's crazy.
That's more than half the league.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's insane. So, but it's so close. But I'm gonna go with the Ravens just because I just believe like Lamar Jackson's on another planet right now. I mean, he's that good.
Yeah, Justin Herbert and this team is playing out of their minds right now. To score 26 points in one quarter, that's just insane. I was trying to watch that game and the Cowboy game at the same time, but it didn't work.
Oh
Uh,
no.
it's not easy trying to watch another game when your team is on. Uh, I would glance at it every 5 minutes, and it was just a crazy high scoring game. But yeah, and Lamar Jackson, I trust. I think they're going to find a way to get a very close, very competitive win at home. And yeah, it's just going to be a great game between two of our best young quarterbacks in the league. And you're really seeing the future of the AFC in this game, two of our bright stars. So yeah, I just think Lamar Jackson, he's on another level right now. And I think that didn't they lost to the Chargers? Like I think his first playoff game was
Oh
against the
yeah, that's
Chargers.
when Phillip Rivers was still there. Yep. Yeah, they
Yep.
did.
So he can get a little revenge too. Because I mean people were booing him and stuff like that. So
I forgot about that game.
he can get some get back.
Yeah.
So I got the Ravens in a very close game. So yeah. Next we have the Las Vegas Raiders visiting the Denver Broncos. Both teams are on a 2-game losing streak. Las Vegas is dealing with John Gruden's controversy. His emails got leaked where he was using very offensive language. They are dealing with a lot right now. Well, he was using like derogatory,
He
slang
was
and
just saying a
stuff.
whole lot of stuff. He
Yeah,
he did it.
yeah,
He did
yeah,
everything weren't supposed to do, pretty much.
yeah. He had the whole kitchen sink in those emails,
Yeah.
literally. So they're dealing with all that. And I think the Broncos are going to win this at home. I just like it's really hard. It's really a toss up between these two teams because they both started 3-0 and they haven't looked the same since then. I picked Denver because the Raiders have struggled protecting Derek Carr, and the Broncos have a really good front four with Bradley Chubb and Von Miller, and I think Derek Carr is going to be in trouble. So I'm gonna pick Denver. I think they're gonna lean on their run game, and Teddy Bridgewater will do enough for them to get a close divisional win at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Broncos too. I'm gonna kind of mention some of the stuff you said. I mean, the stuff that the Raiders coaching staff is going to, that's going to affect the Raiders personnel. I mean, they're not going to be able to really compete. I don't really think the Raiders will do much of anything now with all that going on. It's going to be kind of hard. That cloud is going to kind of hang over their head. I think the Broncos are definitely going to get to Derek Carr. He's going to be under pressure a lot of his throws, and I don't really think this will be that close. I mean, I think it'll be a pretty good point differential. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
Wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could see that because I think it affected them last week. I think that's
Yeah,
when it first came out
they
Friday.
lost 9 to the Bears. Like,
Yeah, that was one I wasn't expecting.
yeah,
But yeah, you just have to be careful what you say in them emails because what you do in the dark will come to light. Eventually. So you gotta be careful. So
definitely.
all right, I'm really fired up for this next one. The Dallas Cowboys are visiting New England Patriots, 425 on CBS. All right, so I got some nuggets for you about this game. The Cowboys have not beaten the Patriots since 1996. That was the last time they won the Super Bowl. They have lost 6 straight to the Patriots. Turn over to my other sheet here. The Cowboys have not won in Foxborough since 1987. Yes, I said 1987. That's a long, long time.
That is, uh,
I mean, it's not like we play every year because if we played every year, that'd be really bad. But we play every so often. But I'm gonna take my Cowboys here. We're just on another level right now. The Patriots are really struggling right now. They barely scraped by and beat the Texans last week. Uh, And I think the key is Dallas is going to have to do what they've been doing, which is establish the run first, and then we play action off that. And I'm interested to see what Belichick takes away because a lot of teams have been scared to death of our passing game because of all the weapons we have. Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Cedric Wilson, Dalton Schultz, Blake Jarwin. And they've been playing a lot of too high safety, and that's why we've been running the ball a lot. So Belichick always takes away what you do best away, but the Cowboys do everything good. So I'm really intrigued to see what he takes away. But I think Mac Jones is going to have a hard time. Their offensive line, you were telling me before we came on, is a little banged up. And Isaiah Wynn, he'll have to deal with Randy Gregory off that left side. So you may want to pray for your quarterback before the game because Randy Gregory is going to be hunting him down all day long. Micah Parsons, he's going to be roaming the middle. Trayvon Diggs on the back end will be leading our secondary, and we've been taking that ball away. We're second in the NFL in takeaways behind Buffalo. So I think we'll win a very close, competitive game, and we need to get some payback after the last time we went to Foxborough. We would have won if the refs didn't call that phantom tripping call. I still haven't got over that one. Yeah, and hopefully it's not a downpouring rain. It's nice and dry, and we can move the ball up and down the field on y'all. And we finally win in Foxborough for the first time since 1987. So
7. Wow.
I'm gonna give the floor over to you.
We're gonna lose this game. We're gonna lose. I mean, I don't even know our identity offensively. I mean, we rushing the ball was supposed to be our strong suit, but it really hasn't been really more because our offensive line really can't block. I mean, we haven't really had that good of a line. Defensively, we haven't been that good. Matt Judon's been really good though.
Oh yeah. I hope he's on Tyron Smith's side and not Terrence Steele's side. I feel like they may put him on Terrence Steele's side because Terrence Steele he's doing really good this year, but like good pass rushers give him trouble and he gets holding calls. So they may put him over there on his side. So that could be something to watch out for.
Well, we're gonna lose this game. We can't keep up with y'all offensively. We can get a few stops here and there, but I mean, y'all the NFC's top team for a reason. I don't even want to really go into this one too much because I'm gonna be hurt when we lose. We're probably gonna 2-4. Like that's terrible.
0-4 at home. I think this will be the first time since 1993 that you've lost your first 4 home games. I think that's the last time.
Wow, that was Bledsoe's rookie year.
Yeah, y'all went 5-11 that year.
Yeah, wow. So yeah, we're gonna lose. I don't even want to say too much why we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. I thought we were gonna do better going into the season. When I saw this on our calendar, though, I thought it was gonna be closer because I didn't expect y'all to play as good as y'all are now. But the way y'all playing, which y'all did in New York,
we we've been doing what we're supposed to do. I mean, we had a 3-game homestand against some subpar teams to be nice. I'm interested to see what Belichick tries to take away and who he puts on the Cowboys' weapons. Because we have a lot.
Truthfully, when I saw y'all play against Tampa Bay week 1, I was like, okay, yeah, the Cowboys might do something. Even though y'all basically tore off Dak Prescott's arm that game, having him throw the ball 40 times.
58.
Oh, so I was off. I was 18 off. Yeah, y'all gonna win this game. Y'all are the top team. Y'all gonna be definitely a threat. I know the media doesn't really like giving y'all, well, not the media, like fans don't really like giving y'all credit because the media gives y'all too much attention. Yeah, y'all gonna win this game.
I hope so.
But if we win, though, we win. I'm still gonna be excited, though. I'm still gonna brag.
Oh yeah, I know. I'll have to mute the group chat if we lose that game. But yeah, I mean, y'all have a great defense. Your secondary is really good. So I feel like that'd be a good test for our receivers going up against a good secondary like that. I guess they'll put what's his name? J.C. Jackson. I think they'll
Oh
put
yeah,
him on.
he's really nice. He kind of struggled last game, but he's like our best cornerback, especially
So
now with Gilmore
so
going. So
so they'll probably put him on Amari Cooper, I would assume. Uh,
yeah, that's y'all best receiver. So yep,
so and then you just have to pray to God with whoever y'all put on CD. Who you think y'all would put on CD?
probably Jalen Mills.
Barbecue chicken. Okay, he came from
Yeah,
Philly and we
yeah.
and we put up some numbers with him in that secondary. I mean, but
Oh,
he's like plays safety for y'all now. I think that's a better fit for him.
well, he kind of alternates.
Okay, so that makes okay. But yeah, we'll have to see. But I expect the Cowboys to finally break through and beat the Patriots. Like I said, it's been a long time since we beat the Patriots. Um, so we're gonna move to our Sunday night game now, and we have the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. This was the Super Bowl rematch. I think they played in 2006 in Detroit. Yeah, this was the Detroit Super
Yeah,
Bowl. So without Russell Wilson, the Steelers will win this game, and they need to try to climb back into the playoff picture. Yeah, and they need to win this game. Seattle's defense is very very bad, and I think Big Ben. You'll think he's back to the old Big Ben going up against this secondary. So yeah, I got the Steelers winning in a very close game.
yeah. I got the Steelers winning a very close game. I mean, only because Wilson is hurt. That's the only reason I got him winning. Seahawks defense isn't really good. It hasn't been very good for a while. But then at the same token, I mean, Roethlisberger hasn't been very good in a long while. But he did have a strong showing last week. He won't have as good of a strong showing this week, but I think he'll do enough. And the Steelers defense is still good. Steelers win this win. They need this win. Both teams really need it. The Steelers need it a little more because this is a win that they is pretty much like gift wrap to them to win. If they win this game, if they lose this game, it would be a pretty big letdown, I would think.
Yeah, with Geno Smith. So I mean, he looked good, but I mean, the Rams didn't have they weren't expecting to see Geno Smith. So I think that played a lot into why he was
Yeah.
looking good. So yeah, we shall see. The Monday night game is Buffalo visiting Tennessee. Buffalo visiting the Tennessee Titans. I'm taking Buffalo here. They look really, really good on offense. They're just on another level. Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders, Dawson Knox. Yeah, they're just loaded. So I think they'll win a very close, competitive game. I'll be interested to see if they can slow down Tennessee's run game because they're going to want to pound you with the run game and then play action to AJ Brown and Julio Jones. So we shall see if Buffalo's defense can slow down this Titans offense. And this was you remember last year when Derrick Henry stiff on Josh
Oh yeah,
Norman. Oh,
yeah,
that was lethal. Oh, that was man.
yeah. Buffalo's gonna win this one. Tennessee's been a little disappointing for me offensively. I mean, I have Julio Jones in fantasy, and he just hasn't really been doing a whole lot. I thought coming into the season they would be one of the teams that was up top. I mean, they haven't been bad, but I thought we'd be like talking about them more. But yeah, I mean, I think Buffalo's defense is going to have another strong showing against Tennessee's offense. I mean, they literally shut out basically Patrick Mahomes. They held him to how many points did the Kansas City score that game?
I think 20, 24, something like that.
Holding Mahomes under 30, I think that's an accomplishment in my opinion. So yeah, I think that's kind of a shutout. And then they just kind of look disoriented against Buffalo's defense. So I'm looking for Buffalo to do the same. It kind of pains me saying all this because I don't know. I've started to kind of hate the Bills. I've already have a reason to because we're divisional rivals. But
Yeah,
now
I
it's
mean, it's
like today I met a Bills fan and he was just cocky. He saw because I have like stuff on my car about the Patriots. So he saw that and he was
oh
working on the
Jesus.
car.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
you
was
may want to put that stuff in the floor in your car now, the way y'all playing.
dude, my license plate says #1 Pat fan. So
Oh Jesus. Yeah, you may want
yeah,
to try to get that covered up.
nah, it's staying.
I respect that because I've been there before. Ever since I've been born, the Cowboys have put me through a lot of misery, so I know how you feel. I've been
It's
dealing
crazy.
with this.
Ever since I've been born, we've been good, but now it's just not.
I'm not I'm not used to us being good. I'm used to us always
Y'all
fanning
always
out.
there. Y'all always like there though. You know, like y'all wasn't bad. Y'all was always like a hair away. I felt like.
I feel like I didn't mention this earlier, but this is the first time the Cowboys are 4-1 since Dak's rookie season, and as you know, we lost to Green Bay in the divisional round. So maybe, hopefully, this is the year we can get back to the Super Bowl. It's been 25 years. It's been too long.
Didn't something happen in that playoff game against y'all against the Packers? I can't remember what it was.
We got down like 28-3, and then we roared back.
Yeah. But then y'all they wanted it off a field goal, right?
Yeah, Mason crossbar hit the crossbar and it went in.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yep.
And to close out the show, as I stated earlier, our game of the week is the Arizona Cardinals, who are the only undefeated team left in the NFL, going to Cleveland to face the Cleveland Browns. This is the battle of the number one overall picks from 2018 and 19. Kyler won their first matchup 38-24 in 2019. That's when Baker had Freddie Kitchens as his coach. So I think the Browns are going to shock everybody and get a big win at home. I think they will lean on the run game. It's going to be really chilly in Cleveland. And I think they'll find a way to pull off the upset and beat the Cardinals and take that undefeated away from them. And yeah, especially after the way they lost that game last week, I think they'll want to definitely get back right this week. So Chandler Jones is on the COVID list. I saw that this morning. So he'll have to if he's vaccinated, he'll have to test negative twice in I think it's 48-hour span, and then he can play. If he's unvaccinated, then I think that's automatic 2 games. I think so.
Wow.
I don't know his vaccination status, but that's gonna be huge if he can't play to get pressure on Baker Mayfield. Yeah, but I'm interested to see if Myles Garrett and that defensive line can wreak havoc on Kyler Murray, because you have to keep him in the pocket. Because if you let him get outside, it's a wrap. If you let him get that corner, it's a wrap. I remember last week I was showing that run he had on 3rd and 16 against the Rams. It's just crazy if you let him get the corner. Like I said, how fast he is. So the Cardinals, they're looking really good on offense. You know, they got Rondale Moore, AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins. Chris Edmonds is looking really good out the backfield. And on defense, we don't know if Chandler Jones is going to play this week, but they have J.J. Watt, Isaiah Simmons, Collins, Buda Baker, Byron Murphy on the back end. So the Cardinals are really loaded, and they've just been finding ways to win games. You know, even when it's ugly, they still find a way to win. But I'm gonna take the Browns here, and hopefully I can get off the snide with these game of the week picks because I'm 1-4 right now. So go Browns, dog pound, baby.
I'm gonna give this one to the Cardinals only because I just feel like the Browns have a lot of letdowns. I think it definitely is gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be close. I don't know. The Cardinals, they really surprised me, and I'm a believer in them. I think Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray, they've hit their stride. I think they make it to 6-0. I don't think they're gonna go like something crazy like 10-0. I think they do get a loss. I think the loss will be if they have any upcoming divisional games in the next few weeks. I think that's the team they'll lose to the divisional rival. But with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna give this one to the Cardinals. Get a 10-0. Like,
Well, let's see. They play the Texans next week. That's a win.
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, the Packers. That may be it on Thursday Night Football. That may be the one.
Yeah, that
That's
could
it.
be.
It's at home, but you know, Aaron Rodgers, he loves playing the Cardinals. Then they have the 49ers, Bears. I don't
If
know
they
why.
don't
I don't know why ESPN doesn't put this in order. It's so frustrating.
They don't lose to the Packers, like I said. I think they'll lose to a divisional rival. The 49ers, that's a reach though. But
yeah, I mean Trey Lance. I mean he did do good against them.
yeah.
But yeah, thank you for joining me on the show today, bro. It was fun picking games with you, and hopefully we do better than we both did week 1. We both went 8-8, so
No problem. Even though I said y'all gonna win, I'm still rooting for us to beat y'all. Like, don't get it twisted though. But
oh,
I had to,
trust me, I know you ready to talk a little junk,
yeah, I had
and
to make the
I'm
case, but it's still Patriots all the way, man. Man, we're gonna turn our season around against y'all.
good luck. That's all I gotta say. Because I mean, I don't know how y'all protect Mac Jones, and like you said, I don't think y'all have enough firepower on offense to keep up with our offense. We've been putting up 30 every week during this winning streak, besides the Chargers game, and we've been punishing people on the ground. So we have to see.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, but like I said, thank you for joining me again, bro. And we'll be talking during the game, probably for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. We can exchange a few words.